So today in this episode, we will talk about our emotions of leaving India to study in France. Hi, can you introduce yourself in a few words?
I'm Preeti. I'm from India and I'm doing my master's here in the specialization of marketing.
Okay, so how long have you been in France?
It's been 6 months till now.
Okay, so how do you feel? How's the major shift in countries and everything?
It was actually a huge shift for me since this is my first international forum, and this was really different from the view that I have when I was in India. So it was both cons and pros, like.
So do you miss your country? So
Of course I do.
How do you manage
I
your
do
emotions?
miss my country. Who else
Of
not?
course.
So it is a big missing part.
Okay. So how do you manage your other activities here? So do you just study, or how do you manage, or do you have any hobbies? How do you manage everything here?
So I do manage a lot, not only the studies.
Okay.
So I'm not doing any part-time, but
Okay.
still I have a job of a freelancing. So I
Okay.
do that.
So
I
you're a
have clients
freelancer.
still in India. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing that. So I'm managing in that way.
Okay, so
And apart from all that, I do say, since it's an international forum, I think we have to get occupied with our studies and all this.
do you have any major lessons that you came across or you learned on your arrival to France?
You can't be quiet in a country when it's new. You need a platform, you need to explore. There are a lot of things which doesn't need money also, since I'm a student. I should think about the budget and all this.
Okay.
So when it is that, you don't have to think about money. There are a lot of things which is free.
Okay.
Just by visiting the site, enjoying, exploring, making friends, connections, it's like that.
Oh, talking about friends. So how are you getting along with friends? Do you have many Indian students in your class? Do you
I
have
do
a
have
group?
so, but I prefer to be with the international students.
You like mingling with internationals?
Yes, of course. That's why I choose that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way it is. It will be a difficult platform where you do face language as a very big problem here, and it's France. It's not easy. You need language for everything.
So are you learning French? Or?
I do, and even my college is helping me do that.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. So, but also I'm having a private classes.
So French is a part of French is like a module in your MSc program.
Since I'm in fast track, I don't say it's an mandatory program, but I can choose that if I want to.
Oh, if I had a chance to learn French, that would be great, because when I was studying, that really wasn't a part of my module because I didn't select French.
Okay.
But
I did it in my first semester. I totally have 2 semesters, so in my first I do that.
I completed both my semesters. It's been like 1 year in France.
Okay.
But I really didn't get the opportunity to learn French because my bad, I didn't choose the module. So I'm kind of learning it in private, which is also good because I mingle with local communities where I get to talk in their language, and it's nice because they kind of correct me when I'm wrong. And yeah, learning French is fun here. But I really prefer mingling with people from our country. I think it makes us feel like we're in home.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
I don't know. Don't you feel that? Because I think you like mingling with international students, and
I do prefer that.
you like that?
Yeah, I do like that because I wanted to see the other side of the vision.
Okay.
So I do connect with them, but not necessarily.
Did you have like any important tips that you want to give to students who are actually waiting to come to France?
If you ask me that way, I would say yes, of course, because the management, the government things, which is in France, is totally.
You're saying the administration system is much
of
easier
course.
in France.
It's not easier. It will take a lot of time for you to get everything.
Okay.
So I would request everybody to start that early as possible, so
Okay.
that they can get it all the things like the benefits and all that, the cards,
Okay.
everything. They'll get it on time.
So do you have like enough government aids over here in France? Like they do
They do have enough, but it's not that easy. You cannot get that rapidly. It will take time. That's huge, a lot of time.
Because I heard that you have housing assistance, because when I came to France, I wish I knew that we had something called as the CAF, the CAF, the housing assistance, which is incredibly helpful for students, because I came to know about that only after like a couple of months. I missed out on them, but I wish I knew them earlier, then I would have got like, I would save a huge amount on my rent actually. So did you know about it when you came?
I don't know that, but I thought I can do it when I enter France, but it's not that easy. Still, I'm waiting for that.
You're still waiting for that?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's a surprise.
Even my SSN is still in pending.
Really?
Yes.
That's a surprise. Okay.
It's still pending. That's what I said. It will take a lot of time. So I want everybody to be little precaution on that. Start the process as soon as possible.
Right. So have you been to India since you came to France?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have to.
So do you plan on going anytime soon, or you're very comfortable here?
I'm comfortable, but I'll have a plan after 6 months, maybe, once my
Right.
degree is done.
So you have completed the first semester now.
Yes,
So you have an internship in your second semester, right?
I do have that. I'm still searching for it.
So is the university is helping you with the aid and
They're
everything?
helping. All the professors are very helpful, and they're
Okay.
helping me get that, and I'm gonna do that soon.
So I know that you have a career platform, right? You have a platform where you can look for internships. You have a career guidance department here,
Yes,
right?
the management is helping for that. They
Okay.
have job fairs too, which will help us too.
So they even help you with making the CV, because when I was about to get an internship, my CV was a big failure, and Miss Yoland from the careers department, she helped me with my CV and everything, and only because of that I got an internship with my own school. So how are you going with it?
So
Do
for
you have
me,
your intern-
professors are helping me.
Okay.
One of my professor, Kim, he's helping me with
Professor
that.
Kim, okay.
Yes.
He's great, isn't
Yeah.
he? Isn't he?
Yes. So yeah, it's going that way.
Okay.
So since you mentioned it's been a year, how's the cultural difference that you're feeling?
I would say there's a major cultural difference from India to France. Like, I don't know, because there are a lot of other things over here, because the food, I would say, number one, with the food and relationships, it's very different. Oh, I'm not
okay.
talking about just the personal ones, just the, maybe it friendship or with the teacher-student relationship, everything is different back in India, and I did feel a lot about that over here. Why, didn't you feel any cultural difference, like with the teacher and everything?
It's huge for me. It's
Because
huge
in
for
India,
me.
like, we don't get to talk to the teacher much in India,
Yes,
right? Like, they're like
yes.
gods.
Yeah.
We just stay 2 steps back, and but here they are very friendly, they are very approachable, which is a good cultural difference according to me.
Okay.
But I did have a lot of how do I put it? A lot of like, I felt very anxious when I came here in the beginning, because I was all alone. I felt anxious, and I often feel we're not much recognized for what we do, because as women,
You mean the work or?
No, like, as women, we shift countries, and people think we make it look easier, and that does not mean it's easy. There are struggles, and there are nights where we doubt ourselves, doubt our decisions and everything, but we still choose to stay strong from the family. We are away from the family, right? So we don't really rely on anyone here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's...
So you have a plan of being here, or you want to get back?
I'm not going back.
Okay, that's so straight. Okay, fine.
Because, I don't know, I've been working my whole life to, build a career in marketing, be here, build something. So I'm not going back. Are you going to go back?
Not really soon. I still have time to decide that.
I don't think you want to.
Hoping so. So, how about the jobs, the opportunities that here, since you're senior to me?
I believe the France has a really great job market. They have opportunities for everyone. They have from the bottom level to the top. They have opportunities for everyone, depending on your CV, depending on your depending on your skills. They have categories of everything. So as far as you're good with the school,
Okay.
as far as you're up to date with your CV, I'm sure you're gonna land a job you deserve.
Okay, nice.
And as far as you speak French, I'm not lying.
Yeah, that's to be considered every way.
Yeah. So as far as we've spoke about all our emotions of leaving the country. We spoke all the pros and cons, but I would just like to finish by saying one thing to all the prospective international students out there. Do not be scared. Always have your hands wide open to new opportunities. I know there are negative aspects of leaving the country, because as soon as you decide to leave the country, what you'll do is just Google on which country to visit. I mean, which country do you choose to pursue your studies, etc., etc. And also you come across a lot of negative comments or bad reviews about people who had their worst experience in any country, for it might be. Do not rely on those. Trust your instincts. Be brave, and always. How do I put this? Do not be very dependent, or do not, only when you leave your comfort zone, you will discover something new, like how I did, because when I left my country, I was the most anxious person, and I was not willing to do anything, I was so broke. But don't worry, everything is going to be fine as long as you're strong-willed, and as long as you have your hands wide open, everything is going to be fine. And also, we are here to guide you with anything you want.